university's required great books course. This right here, literature humanities, that's just a class. It's a very common class in school, humanities. I had to take a lot of humanities courses. He loves the job, but it has changed. Over the past decade, students have become overwhelmed by the reading. College kids have never read anything they're assigned, of course, but this feels different. Dames' students now seem bewildered by the thought of finishing multiple books a semester. Everyone circle this word, bewildered. This means shocked. These kids roll up in the class, and they're given the syllabus, and they're like, no, I can't do it, right? They are shocked, they're bewildered by the thought of finishing multiple books a semester. His colleagues have noticed the same problem. Many students no longer arrive at college, even a highly selective elite colleges, prepared to read books. To me, this is an MVP line. I'm gonna tell my wife, guess what I read today? That's the MVP line. When you get a line that stands out like that, you're like, you gotta hear this. You gotta hear the Chief Man this line. Kids are going to Columbia, they're going to Harvard, and they can't even read whole books. This development puzzled Dames until one day during the fall 2022 semester when a first-year student came to his office hours to share how challenging she had found the early assignments. Lit Hume, that's just the class again, often requires students to read a book, sometimes a very long and dense one in just a week or two. But the student told Dames at her public high school she had never been required to read an entire book. Good luck, guys. She had been assigned excerpts, poetry, and news articles, but not a single book cover to cover. Here's another MVP line. She had never been required to read an entire book. Nothing cover to cover. And circle this word excerpt. Everyone say excerpt. It's kind of a weird word. Everyone say excerpt. That's when they take part of a book and have you read it. Okay? My jaw dropped, Dames told me. The anecdote helped explain, this is a short story, right? Anecdote.
Oh.
The change he was seeing in his students. It's not that they don't want to do their reading, it's that they don't know how. Middle and high schools have stopped asking them to. I'm gonna put an exclamation point and a question mark here. And say, what the what? Anecdote, short story. Make your page look like mine. Now, when you do it on your own, you don't need all the MVP lines that I've gotten, right? Part. And here we want to do a quick summary. It's a paraphrase.
What do you read for Egmont?
Short story.
I'm going to put college kids aren't reading. So now we have a fully annotated chunk right here. This is pretty shocking, right? Because there are a lot of schools that aren't reading whole books, and it's affecting their college career. Now, one of the things I will say, because I know a little bit about this,